Okay, we can move to the next question, right? Anyone has to say something?
Any other interesting solution like someone tried?
Okay, fine. So we're moving to the next question, evaluate division. And in this question, we are given with a by b some values like, let me explain what is this. So we are given a format of a by b equals to k, and where a and b are variables which are represented as strings, and we have a which is equals to a value k, which is a floating point number. So uh, we are given with different queries as well. This is the complete query part, and we are given with some other statements. Let's say we are given with a b, its value is 2, so a by b will be equals to 2. B c, its value like here is given is 3. B by c is 3. So our query is to find like a by c and b by a, different queries we have over here. So we have to return the values that will like a by b will have, a by c will have, or b by a will have. But in case there is no answer to it, then we have to return minus 1.0. So we are given with a bunch of parameters over here. One is for the equations that we have, one for the values, and one the queries that will be passed. So any questions regarding the problem description?
I have one question. Is it like we'll be given only 3 variables?
Three variables like, no. I guess we can have multiple variables as well.
And we'll be given the values of 2, and we need to find the two other one.
Yeah, exactly. So equations can be like of any, there can be any number of equations and any number of variables there can. Let me see the constants. Okay, there's no constraints. Okay. So we have equations, and every equations have its own value, and we are given with a bunch of queries, and we have to assign, we have to return it into a array or something. Any questions regarding the problem description? Okay, so anyone who tried solving this or have some approach?
Yeah, yes, this side.
Yeah.
I think we can use a directed graph, a weighted directed graph. I tried on the notebook. I thought we can use a directed graph, like we can map 3 points A, B, and C on it for this example, and the vertex from A to B could have some weight of 2. From B to C it could have a weight of 3, and the one and from B to A we could have the reciprocal of 2, that's 0.5, and similarly from C to B. And in that way we can I was not able to go for that, but we could have an approach which could lead us to away from A to C and C to A. Similarly, for more number of vertices as well, I guess it will help.
I guess we can use union find or something like.
Yeah, even I am thinking like a union find. If we have 2 variables, we can find a third one. And
Yeah.
then if we have those variables, then we can easily return the answer from the queries.
you just explain what you were just saying? You can go with the question approach.
Sorry.
Could you just elaborate on the approach that you were mentioning?
Actually, I was just saying that we have a two variables, like something like two or more than two. Like if we know that the third variable exists, like third variable can be formed using those two variables, and if we know the value of third, then we can solve the other queries which we need to solve it.
And how would we identify that the
That's
given equation can be?
Yeah, that's the one thing which we need to find. Like if that variable like C or something like if that B is in two different queries, like something we need to, I'm not having any idea right now to do that, but something we need to use.
Yeah, I think
come
that's where the first step that you mentioned, DAG. You need to first find whether there's a relation between the source and destination which is given in the query, right? And every step in every query given in this has only two endpoints. So I think what the first approach was mentioned, directed recycling graph, kind of makes sense because you need to first find whether there's a relation between the two equations that has been asked. I don't know if there's any other approach, probably a much easier way. So what I was thinking of was say on the same lines, on the directed acyclic graph, the edge weights will be either the weights that are given or the reciprocal of them. And then you can do a BFS from the source till you find the destination, and whatever is the value, you just keep using that the edge weights in the final destination. When you reach there, it will be the answer.
Yeah, earlier I was talking about the same approach, I guess.
Right.
Could you draw some example by using that depth first search? It's like you create a graph, right, with the edge.
Yeah. Shish, could you stop the share? Let's take the example which was given: A by B equal to 2 and B by C equal to 3, right? So
Yeah.
let's create these three nodes: A, B, and C, right? Now we know from A to B, it's gonna cost me 2. And from B to A, it will be exactly reciprocal because A equal to 2B and B equal to A by 2, right? If we reverse the equations. So I'll have another path, the reverse path, which will be 1 by 2. Same goes for B by C. I'll have a path from B to C, which will have a weight 3, and C to A, which will have 1 by 3, right? Now, if I'm asked an equation, give me A by C. So this will kind of be my source. This will be my destination, right? There are two things. One is finding the value, and second is whether this relation can be achieved or not. So if there is a path from A to C, that means it can be achieved, right? Right? But if there is no path, suppose there's another one, which is D, which is not having any relation with anything. It's just there, or any other variable for that matter. That means we can never reach. So anywhere you have DFS, BFS, whatever you do, you'll never be able to reach D and E. So that means that equation is not possible. Let's assume this one from A to C. Suppose if I start with A and I set the initial value as 1, right? So now what will happen is I traverse this path and I use the value 1 into 2, just assuming 1 into 2. So when I reach here, my value will be 2 and I'll have only one path move for. Either I can go back to A or I can go to C. But A is already visited, so I'll go to C, which will give me now this path. And whatever is the value set, which is 2 into 3, now will become 6. As I have reached the destination, which is same as what is the node value. This will be my value, the final value. Right.
Could
So
it,
now if we see
sorry,
A by
could
B,
it,
sorry.
go ahead. Could it possibly have a circle?
Yeah, it's a DA. We are converting a undirected graph into a directed with both sides, so it will definitely have loops and circles like this one, right?
Okay, yeah. So
It
we
can
need to,
have.
okay, I see. Okay, so we need to have a visit node like that for search. Okay, got it.
Right, right. And if you see A by B and B by C, now if I want to calculate A by C from these two equations, I can say it will be A by B, and then I can use multiply by B by C. So essentially give me A by C, right? So essentially starting from the first node to last node and multiplying anything in between. That's what we are doing. We're starting as a value 1 and multiplying the weights as we see in between.
I see.
I don't know if there's a better approach in this. Probably if anyone has any other approach or thought process around this. The first intuition that I got was kind of, I had to find out the relation between the nodes. That's why I took the graph approach.
Someone named union find method. Could someone please elaborate it on the screen? How does that work?
Before we
You're
move,
saying,
I have a question. Before we move to the union find that was asked, I had a question on this solution. You mentioned about tracking the visited vertex. Why do you want to track the visited vertex? Like A
so
was visited. Yeah, go ahead.
let's take this case of, you can go from A to B, right?
Yes.
Now you have two options from here. You can go back to A or you can move to C.
Yeah. So this
Right?
is
So
like,
you want to,
go ahead, sorry.
no, so I was just saying that you have to choose one of them. And if you go back to A, it's just the reciprocal of the current equation. You'll just keep looping in this circle only, will not move forward. It will mostly become a recursive.
Okay.
That
That's
would
why you
be
don't
like,
want to,
that would be like A divided by A too.
right. So that will be A by B divided by B by A, and will essentially be 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone had
Sounds good.
another approach. Someone had another approach regarding union find, right? Sorry, someone was saying something about the union find approach. Hello, am I audible?
Actually,
Yeah.
I was actually I was thinking about earlier, but now I don't have any solution right now, so I need to check that.
Was it related to union find something?
Was it something related to if we know the two values and union, so we can find the third one, which is a union find, and something related to map, but I'm not sure about.
Union find is usually to give a group of numbers a single identity. It will kind of, whatever numbers you have, everything, it will give a single identity to all of those numbers. Like if you have a group of numbers falling into this, it's a tree of operators. So you can represent them as a group,
Could someone
which
please
can be.
give a brief approach about what union find is? I'm totally unaware of it.
Yeah, I second that.
Hey guys,
Mm.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, actually it's raining, and if you give me 2-3 more minutes, I think I can help you with how to solve this problem with union find. Let me talk like briefly while I actually, for 5 minutes. So union find has two things, like as it is called, union and find. So union of what? We have a couple of disjoint sets normally, and we want to union them for whatever is your logic. For example, for island problems, you start with all the nodes who among themselves are basically their own islands, right? And when there is a connectivity between nodes, which you can say there is a directed edge, then you just union them. So it becomes now two islands are merged into one. How can you do that? Is like, so there is a concept of representative or hello, yeah. So there is a concept of representative or parent, which tells like, okay, who is the leader of my group basically. So that is a basic idea. Now for a more elaborate answer, it will take some more time because I want to map this problem to union find as someone was already suggesting. So first of all, intuition. In this problem we had A divided by B equal to 2. B divided by C was 3, something like that. And so if I want to find a relation between A and C, there was a very good idea that, hey, I can travel from A to B and from B to C, then I can find what is A by C is. Now, like just think mathematically, don't go in union find. What we are interested in that, okay, what is the lowest member basically? In this particular case, I guess C is the smallest one, right? Is that clear?
Yep.
Okay. So if I try to
How is C the smallest one? I didn't
because
get it.
because A by B is 2 and B by C is 3, right?
Okay.
So for example, suppose if we can tell that, hey, like let's represent everyone in the smallest denomination, right? A could be US dollar, B could be Indian rupee, and C could be yen, Japanese yen. So what we are trying to do is trying to map everything to the smallest denomination, for example. Then if you want to do anything, you have to just divide by, like, because you know how the mapping works. You will just divide everything in your yen conversion basically. In this case, like A will become 6C, B will become, I think, 3C, it's already, I guess. So you can just do all the like conversion very easily. Now, how to map this into union find is, okay, let's start with first equation, A by B. So what we can do, yeah, guys, give me a minute because I'm in front of my office. I found a colleague, so you know what, wait for some time. You guys can talk in the meantime. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. In 1 minute, I should be able to resume. All right. So, okay, let's start with A by B. So, who should become parent of whom? Maybe let's make B, like, what was the relation? A by B equal to 2? Okay. So, we create nodes A and B, and make B parent of A maybe. Yep. So B has a value 1 and A A will have a value 2. Okay. Same with by is equal to 3. So now, yeah. So you can create another structure where now C is the parent and B is having a relation of B is a 1. So you can't represent it together. Sorry. So the basic idea, I will solve the actually solution about that idea later because I can't draw.
Roger, I think we can move to the next problem. And
Yeah.
once you are stable enough in the office, we can resume this one.
It's fine. I will solve the solution later. Thanks, guys.
Guys, we can continue with the next one. Or if we have any questions on the current approach, and later on we can revisit this problem.
No, I think we should.
Better
move.
it's better Roger will explain us after the session.
I think he's traveling and he's breathing quite heavily because of his speaking and traveling.
I also did. I mean, I can explain in case we have time. Otherwise, we can move to next problem.